Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. In this video, we're going to break down a breaking story where a person is charged with murder because they killed someone over a dispute about breaking in line at a Dunkin Donuts. This is going to be a lesson that we all need to keep in mind in today's time where we are very self-focused and we feel justified when we have been slighted in even the most minuscule way. So hope this video is helpful. If you find it helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and please put in the comments your thoughts about this. So about 3 hours ago, the news broke that a person was charged with the murder of a person who was in a Dunkin Donuts, and the issue was that apparently the alleged shooter that's being charged with the homicide broke in line in a Dunkin Donuts, and the person got upset about it. They argued there. The guy that ultimately was shot met up with a friend of his outside somewhere, and the alleged shooter went outside, met with a friend of hers, and they were arguing. And according to the news reports, this shooter was an 18-year-old female, and the friend that she was with was a male, and the male told her to go get my gun. And the two other men separated, and at some point, one of the men was shot, allegedly by this 18-year-old lady. I believe her last name is Rodriguez. So they have charged Miss Rodriguez, who's 18 years old, with murder and as a result of this incident. So how do they come to this conclusion? Well, they have motive. The motive was the anger over the issue of the line breaking. Opportunity, they're in the same location. They may even have video, but I'm just giving like a big picture of what goes into the thought process of a charging of this sort. So motive, opportunity, there's a dispute, there's obviously a weapon that was involved, and so based on these facts, as well as they probably have witness testimony, they also likely have like I said, some video inside the store, maybe even outside the store, depending on where this occurred. So they're building their case for murder against Miss Rodriguez. And so this is going to be a developing story. The other things that are of interest in this story, I think, are what about the man who told her to go get my gun? So in most states, there is a law called aiding and abetting, or principal in the first, second degree, accessory in the first, second degree. The different terms are used in different states, but the bottom line is when someone encourages or aids someone in the commission of a crime, the law treats them in most circumstances as if they were the actual one that was shooting. So it'll be interesting to see if this man who said go get my gun is also charged with murder as a principal, as an accessory, or aiding and abetting, depending on what the law is in the state of New York, which is where this Dunkin Donuts offense occurred. So something to keep in mind, just because you're not the one who pulls the trigger, just because you're not the one who steals something, if you are doing something to aid or encourage and take some action to aid or encourage someone to commit a crime, there is a possibility that you may also be charged with an offense. So that's something that you definitely need to keep in mind. But on just a bigger morality and just communal living mindset, I mean, to think that someone got killed over a dispute of someone breaking in line. I mean, you see this so many times where people are breaking in line, and yeah, it's aggravating, it's not fair, people get in fights all the time. I mean, is it really that important that you're going to risk somebody shooting you that you don't know, or that you're going to risk getting in a fight with somebody that you don't know because you're losing a couple extra minutes in a line, whether it's at Dunkin Donuts or some restaurant, maybe it's at an amusement park or whatever? keep your head, man. There are just some people out there that are unstable, that think they have something to prove, and all other kinds of things. And I mean, is it really worth putting yourself in that? And again, that's not victim blaming. That's just something we all need to think about as a society is, are we really going to waste our time arguing over something like this? And then to think that someone has the mental idea of killing somebody over that. You know, if this person's found guilty, I mean, the law is going to hammer this person over a decision about breaking in line in a Dunkin Donuts. I mean, we as a society really need to think through ourselves. You know, a lot of people don't want to hear about religion, Christianity, or other, you know, types of things, but maybe if we're at the point in society where we're doing these kind of things, maybe we need to start thinking differently. But put in the comments what you think. Do you think that you know, this is something that's rational, reasonable, or do you think that this is something that we really need to address in a systemic way? And you know, having higher value for human life and being okay with somebody breaking in line every now and again, somebody not following the rules? Or do you think that, hey, justice says, you know what, if you break in line, I'm going to break your face, or I'm going to break whatever, or I mean, I can't imagine anybody's going to say that in the comments, but hey, you know what, I'm open to whatever comments people have. Definitely people think differently, but you know, again, I would encourage people to let cooler heads prevail. Just because you can beat somebody doesn't mean that you need to. I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've walked away from fights where I think I would have probably been pretty successful, but you know, is it worth it? What if I was wrong? What if they could beat the crap out of me? And I mean, it just isn't rational in my view. So put in the comments what you think. Again, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and until next time, stay tuned.